BS3 Network, changing the way you watch TV.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of This Dope Cooking Show. If you are here, you heard that I, Chef Jeff, has a cooking show, and it's called This Dope Cooking Show, and we are on every Tuesday at 5:30. I'm your host with the most. Welcome back. What y'all up to, man? What's going on? What's happening? Look, we continuing with our soup series today. We got a request last week in the comments for broccoli and cheddar cheese soup, so we finna knock that out. So call your friends, get your pen, tell them we doing broccoli and cheese soup today from the scratch. Yep, that's what we doing. That is what we doing. Okay, let's get some updates out the way. Angie stoned and went on. Angie Stone, the queen of neo soul. I mean, what? I was like, no way this is real. No way this is really happening. No way this is Angie Stone? Man, come on. Hit after hit. I mean, sis was dope. Like, I am so sad that happened. I cannot believe that lady is gone. Man, and it's been a week, right? It's just been a week of just like death after death of like singers and entertainers and things like that. Gene Hackman, him, his wife, and the dog. What? That was a mafia hit or no? Like, what is going on? Like, it's wild. 2025 is off to a crazy start. Like, new administration. Yeah. So anyway, like, sorry, y'all. Somebody trying to get comfortable while I'm recording. If you have not, go ahead and follow Chasing Jacks on Instagram. That is our Fur Babies page. These guys have their own Instagram. Fur Babies, they doing their thing. So we tasting snacks, all that kind of stuff, getting them acclimated to each other. So join us on that journey as we try to get them guys ready for life together outside the cage. Because right now, Chase got to stay in the cage. If Jack's out, Jack got to go in the cage if Chase want to get out. So it's a big whole to-do schedule thing. So yeah, follow Chasing Jacks on Instagram. What else? What's going on, y'all? Like, it's been a heavy week, so it's been heavy, like, whew. So you see. Oh, okay. So started working. What in the world is work? I can't stand it. Like, oh my God. So the biggest thing for me is like walking into a place where they don't know who you are, right? Walking into a place where they don't know who you are or know anything about you other than what your resume say is wild, right? Like I told y'all last week, the guy was like, don't get lost on the night shift. You got too much experience, blah, blah, blah. This ain't, you should be up, doing something else. Let us know if you want to move up. And I'm like, nah, man. So it's more than a notion when you are overqualified for a job and you just be there. And you have to let the people that's been there tell you what to do. So I'm just looking at them like, okay, all right, sure, no problem. Got it. Yeah. And they're like, you catching on so fast. They was like, you got this down pat. Yeah, I do. What are we talking about here? So it's one of those, it's an adjustment phase for me. It's an adjustment period, right? We getting it together. It's gonna work. It's gonna be all right. But it's just one of them things like, okay. So here's a vast contrast of me versus where I work, right? I will season everything. If you got a burger, I season tomatoes. I will season everything. Fries, meat, everything. You hear me? They don't season nothing. Not one thing. They don't season nothing. I'm talking about no seasoning. They was like, don't season the burgers. So I tripped off of it because during orientation, I went and got a Philly cheesesteak, and I was like, ain't no seasoning on this. Ain't no au jus. They don't have no beef base, nothing. I thought I was tripping. No, they don't season any of the food, and these people be coming and getting it all the time. I'm talking about, yeah, let me get a Philly cheesesteak. Yeah, let me get a burger and cheese. I'm thinking, these burgers been sitting in the water since 9 a.m. Y'all want this? Okay. So um it is so hard. It is adjustment. It's an adjustment period for real to walk into a place that does the total opposite of what you've been born bred to do in your whole career, right? So the main thing for me is I show up, I do my job, and I get up out of there. I don't even really talk to them because, like, what are we talking about? Y'all don't see some food. Stop it, knock it off. So far, I've met some nice people. I met some folks that are, I'll just keep it high and by with them. The team of people that I work with, they are very, very different. Very, 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 very different. I mean, it's night and day. Like, one lady, she works at night and then leaves, goes to work in the morning, and then goes to sleep. Oh my God. What? I don't even know one other person like that. But yeah, so it's fun as of right now. It's serving its purpose. I have some goals that I'm going to set and achieve before quarter three, for Q3. Look at me using my big boy terms. Before Q3, I have some goals that I want to achieve, some things I want to do, some blessings that I want to bless some people with in a major way. So I got to get on my Zoom. So with that being said, I am there. I'm getting it in. I'm grinding it out, and we working. So it's night shift. It's 6 p.m. to 2:30 a.m. While y'all sleeping, chilling, I'm up working. And that's cool. It works for me because I don't really sleep, right? It's just one of those things that I have just come to accept, right? Because I don't be sleeping. I just don't. So like I'll like go to sleep from like, we'll doze off on the couch. We'll get up, go in our room, lay down. If we doze off on the couch to about 10 o'clock, we'll go in our room about 10:30. So from 10:30 to like 11, we in there laying down, chilling. I'll doze off. I'll be right back up at like 1:30, 2 o'clock, full of energy, ready to go. So it's always been like that. It's been that way for years, actually. Not quite the 3 a.m. to 5 a.m. window. It's kind of like before that. Because most of the time I'm already up. That's why I'm at the gym so early. So, yeah, we just working a night shift. So it's cool. It's cool. It's dinner time. It's that late night. Ooh, I'm hungry. I want a little something to eat. Let me go grab something right quick before they close. Like I was cooking all the way up to 2 a.m. The grill closed at 2. I was cooking till 2:02. I was like, hey, I got to get up out of here. Like, what's up? So the one guy was like, hey, you still making food? I'm like, nah, that's it. He's like, oh, okay, good. So this job gives me an opportunity to kind of work when I will be up normally anyway. And the hardest part is getting home because it normally hit me about, I got like 2:30, so about 2:45 when I get right on the highway good, it's like, oh, let's get on home. So I set the cruise control and I just ride on the way home. So it only takes me like 28 minutes to get home. That's cool. So no traffic. Don't never have to worry about traffic. So I dodged all that, got around all that stuff. I'm cool with that. So it's working out. We'll see how it goes, right? Like I said, I got goals in mind. So yeah, we're gonna get into this soup. So we did chicken noodle soup, we did our chicken corn chowder, and today we're gonna do broccoli and cheddar cheese soup. That's gonna conclude our soup series. Y'all didn't even know we was doing a series, but we did a soup series on y'all. Y'all didn't even know about it. That's how dope we are at this dope cooking show. So call your friends, tell them we're finna get it in, and we're gonna keep talking. I got more stories, right? I got more stuff to tell y'all, and we just gonna keep on rolling. So the first thing we want to do is we want to wash off our vegetables, right? So this recipe calls for onion, celery, broccoli, right? The rest is just cheese. I know, right? That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna spice it up with a couple of little extra ingredients, right? But um, we are gonna wash our broccoli first. So I normally like to wash my broccoli like this. We're gonna put a little bit of a dash of dish soap in there. Boom, just a little dash, and we're gonna let it wash. I really like to wash my stuff. Like, I don't know about y'all, rinsing it is cool. I like to wash mine. There is another baking soda method that you can also use with this, but this right here works for me. I've done it like this every single time I fool with broccoli, because inside here sometimes can be um, bugs that made it past the washing produce process, right? Or I say get your stuff, pray over it, buy it from the store, pray over it again before you get to using it and all that. So I'm gonna let my broccoli sit like this, kind of stay submerged until I'm ready for it, right? We're gonna rinse it one more time see the water already dirty. Look at that. I'm gonna rinse it one more time before we get ready to fool with it. Right now we're gonna cut up our onion and a little bit of celery. Okay, real quick for my drinkers. If you like to have a little something, a little wine down, a little, nightcap. I found this in the stove. Old fashioned, already mixed, already ready to go. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm getting into kind of not getting away from some of the sugary stuff, right? And I like old fashioned. So for me, old fashioned done right, dope, right? So I was looking in the store trying to figure out how to make it, and the recipe, everybody got a different recipe for old fashioned. I'm just kind of just give me the what everybody else got with the orange peel in there with the blueberry on the toothpick. Keep it simple for me. Let me just get a couple of minutes, right? So I found this, and this is really good. So I just want to recommend. Not that this ain't no paid nothing. Ain't nobody gave me no money. None of that, right? This is something I like in the store. I saw it, I tried it, and I liked it. It's pretty stout, so just be careful. This says it makes 6 cocktails. I think I done got 3 out of it so far. So it's gonna give me more than 6. You know, I ain't hitting it like that. But it's stout. It's pretty strong, but it's definitely a genuine old fashioned. So if you are a bourbon whiskey drinker and you like old fashions, try this High West old fashioned ready made mix. It's good. Don't get in, and it's smooth too. Okay, guys, we back. You see it, the cutting board out. You know what's about to happen, right? We about to cut some vegetables up. So look, I yeah, I know. I started, like I told you, I started working, right? And there's a guy named Carlos there, and Carlos is Hispanic. Carlos don't speak no English, so Carlos talks to you through Google Translate. So he was talking to me one day, and so he started talking in Spanish, and I was like, comprende. He was like, oh, you know Spanish? I said, Bequito español. So he pulls out the Google Translator, y'all, to tell me that he wanted a burger and fries. I thought that was the funniest thing. But the guy he's creative in what he has to do to communicate, which, you gotta do what you gotta do. And the guy's a good guy. He's a pretty cool dude. He just don't speak no English. I really would hate if, them people show up, because I don't know if he gonna make it. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. We ain't talking about that. So I just got one stalk of celery. As we know, in our soup series, we have discovered that celery is pretty strong. You can kill your whole soup with too much celery. So this is a broccoli and cheese soup, and we're gonna keep it broccoli and cheese, right? We have some supporting ingredients here that we're gonna use because that's what we're gonna do. So we don't want too much of this. This is actually enough, and I'm not gonna make too much soup because these soups, you know what I'm saying, they hanging around for a little while. Everybody ain't into them. So the last 2 soups I did, I froze those. So what was left, I froze it. So this one, I'm not gonna make too much of it because everybody don't. Child, don't nobody here like broccoli but me. I think Doc like broccoli. And I don't know if she into broccoli and cheese soup. You got to be a different kind of person, okay, to like broccoli and cheese soup. You got to be a little special. And I'm not special, like not negative special, but special like you gotta take, you get your taste buds are a little different. You got a little, your palate is a little more developed. Okay. I'm not knocking nobody's way. But for you to walk into a place and be like, you know what, I want the broccoli and cheese soup. You a little different. You a little different. And I made it one time when I was cooking for the kids at the STEM Academy. And they was like, nah, man, Chef Jeff, you took an L on this one. But some of the grown folks in the back was like, that soup was delicious, sir. So, like I said, it is always, you like broccoli and cheese soup, you are a bit different. That's all I can say. You are a bit different. I like it. I like it. Ooh, see, on the spot. Let's do some croutons with this. Let's do some homemade croutons to go on top of it. And you can use it as a garnish, but a lot of people like crackers with their soup. I kind of like different breads and things like that. I started to get a flatbread and cut it up and make some croutons, but we'll just do some regular croutons, I think. We'll see. I don't know. But I like croutons. When I say croutons, I'm not talking about the ones for salads. I'm talking about like the ones made specifically for specifically homemade croutons. So you got your bread, you season it, you cook them off, and you got a little bit of, that going. You got a little bit of flavor in the bread, and they just hard enough to get a little bit of a crunch, but they still kind of soft. Them the kind of croutons I'm talking about putting in the soup. Those, not the ones in the bag for the salad. Not them. Not them. So we got our onions and we got our celery. Two basic components of this soup. We got those cut up. That's all we're going to need for this one, guys. All right, we back. Soup series. This dope cooking show. Broccoli and cheese soup. You know what I'm saying? We in here. So, all right, what we did was we sauteed, as you saw before, we sauteed our peppers. See, I'm stuck in work mode. We sauteed our onions and our celery and garlic until it was translucent. Yep, translucent. And what we're gonna do now is cut our broccoli up for our soup. And like I was saying before, I like chunky soup, right? I want my soup to have everything in it's supposed to be in there, plus a little more. So that's why I'm picky on what soups I actually eat. Because I don't like all of them. Everything, sometimes soups have all the same stuff in it over and over again. Just a different broth. You're like, ew. That's why I like some of y'all to eat pho. I don't know how y'all do that. What's up? I don't know how that goes. But anyway, I like to keep my flowers kind of like, I like to cut it up. Okay. So here's what I'm talking about. I want them to look like this. I want to be all small like that. So that's how we're gonna cut this broccoli up for this soup, right? This is gonna be one of the last things that goes into the soup. We're gonna we already sauteed our vegetables. It's gonna go in there with the soup, right? And we're gonna make a roux in just a second. We're gonna go slow with this. We're not gonna rush it. We're gonna take our time because if you burn this, it's done. It's a wrap. You're done. Soup's over. It's a wrap. You just got hot, burnt milk with broccoli in it. And that's gross. So trust me, I know. I've done it before. I burnt a couple of hot pasta soup, setting it and forgetting it. That is the worst saying in the world in the kitchen. Set it and forget it. Man, you better not forget it. You'll burn some up quick. But like I said, these little flowerets, I like this because it makes the soup a little more chunky, a little more thing. And so these little pieces here, you see these little ends of the stalk, we're gonna cut them up, put them in there too. Yeah. Soup gonna be good and got all kind of broccolis in it. Now, for us lactose intolerant people, this is a cheese-based soup with broccoli in it. Govern yourself accordingly. That's all I can tell you. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you to govern yourself accordingly if you're gonna eat this soup. Because you got cheese and you got broccoli. Both cause gas. Some people don't have that problem. Some people do. Us 40 plus folks got to start watching out for what we are putting in our bodies and how our bodies respond. Doc is going through that right now, and my girl, she about to turn 40. See, and so she got to figure out, what her body doing. I'm gonna help her. I got her. Don't worry. I've been here before. I was 40 once. Does anybody remember what was going on when they were in their 20s? Do you remember, like, vividly what was going on in your 20s? Like what you were doing or what your thought process was then? Has that changed now? Is it different now? Do you think differently now? Do you look at it differently now? I know I do. Some of the stuff I was just rowdy thinking. Just ain't right. Now I think about it a little bit because I got responsibilities. So I ain't as rowdy, but yeah. Still a little rah-rah in left in me. Just a little bit. Just a little rah-rah. If you are not doing anything on Wednesday, tomorrow, there is a lament worship service at 1010 Event Center, hosted by James Taylor. If you are familiar with James Taylor, you know that this dude is a powerhouse preacher. The dude can flat out preach, like flat foot, stomp down good and preaching. And so he's having a lament service, Ash Wednesday, kind of come together and worship and release. I won't be there, but I just want to let you know about it in case you wanted to pop up. You do have to go on Eventbrite and reserve a seat. You still have time to do that as of right now. You can go and reserve your seat and go and enjoy. I won't be there. I'll be at work. Plus right now I'm kind of laying low. Anyway, just because that's what I need to do. So, so far, check us out. Look how much broccoli we got. So I bought 3 crowns of broccoli, right? I buy the crowns. I don't buy the whole stalk because I ain't gonna use the whole stalk, and you paying for it by weight. So why waste those cents, dollars, whatever? I bought 1 onion, and the onion was $1.20. I could have cried. You hear me? Cried. $1.20 for an onion. So also, in the produce section, be careful what you're picking up because all of it is differently priced, right? A Vidalia onion is not the same as a regular sweet onion. They charge a little more for them Vidalia onions. So just be careful what you're picking up. I mean, if it was up to me, it'd all be a packing gun at the register anyway because I got to scan my own stuff. So, but anyway, if you're an upstanding citizen and law-abiding citizen of the world, just be careful what you're buying. Make sure that it is the right thing. Because also, those different things have different taste as well. So you may think you're getting the flavor from a sweet onion and you got a Vidalia onion. Totally different. Total different moves. So just be careful. Be careful. Also, I think it was Costco, Walmart, Sam's. Another tuna recall, botulism. Did not give the brand name, but they did say the tuna was pulled from the shelves. If you got tuna, if you're a tuna eater, just double check what you got. Double check what you got. I get the recalls, but I don't always get the brand. So I will give you the recall. It's up to you to do your own individual research on what brand. Can't do all the work for you. I'm already showing you how to cook the stuff. But anyway, it's just pay attention to those. This administration does things a little different, and we got to govern ourselves accordingly because everybody don't move like us. So just make sure you're paying attention, man, because everybody ain't right. And people working these places ain't right, I just, being in the restaurant business, I've seen some stuff, and folks just don't be right. They don't be right in the kitchens. They don't be right in their hygiene processes, and people don't even be right in the gym. I watch people get up sweaty, stanky, smelly, coughing and hacking, and just walk away from a machine. Don't wipe it down or nothing. That is so gross to me. I don't know. Can't even put it into real life words. That's gross. If you're a gym person watching this, wipe off the machines. That solution in them spray bottles is an antibacterial situation to stop the spread from your germs and my germs. I got germs, you got germs. We don't need to mix them together and cause no problem, man. Wipe the machine down. Doc told me about a girl got a staph infection from going to the gym and using machines that wouldn't wipe down. Is that not the craziest thing ever? It's nuts, right? I know. So anyway, see how I chopped the stalks of that broccoli up? Now, if I had been thinking, I'd have put that in with the peppers. Peppers and onions. With the onions and celery. But I didn't. It's okay. It's not a problem. Everything gonna be all right. Trust me. Just keep rolling with me. So we back making this soup. Broccoli cheddar cheese soup. We getting it in. This dope cooking show. Told y'all. So what we need now is a 1/4 cup of butter and a 1/4 cup of flour. What are we gonna do with that, Chef? Well, that is gonna be our roux. That's gonna be our thickening for the soup. We're gonna start with that, right? And then we're gonna build it up from there. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna build it up from there. So, I'm gonna get us a little flour out of here. All we need is a 1/4 cup. Let that but a little bit. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna get our butter in there, get that to going. All right. Keep your heat low, okay? I got mine set on like a 4. I'm gonna turn it down though to a 3. Whatever that looks like on your stove. We're gonna turn it down because we don't want to rush this part. We want to take our time, let the butter melt slowly. We don't want it to melt real fast, right? And then burn. So we're gonna take our time with that. Get us a good wire whisk out of our Mystery Mouse toolbox. Our Mystery Mouse. So you want to go ahead and let this butter completely melt, right? So that way when you add your flour in here, you can really focus on the flour part of it and not the butter running around in the pan and all that, okay? So we're gonna use that. Focus on that part. Y'all see what I got going on? Okay, so we're gonna add that. Couple tablespoons of milk. Why? Because it's gonna keep the flour from burning. We got heavy cream because that's what I like. And that's it. And then we got our chicken broth. Of course, chicken broth. So you're gonna see the soup get thick, then we're gonna thin it out, then we're gonna add our cheese. Okay. We ain't gonna be in no rush to add no cheese. Our cheese today is a cheddar blend from Kraft and a mild cheddar. We're gonna use a mix of both of them. Get it in. Yep, we're gonna use 2 of them. Got to be fancy. Why? Because it's this dope cooking show. It's Chef Jeff. It's me. That's what I be doing. I don't know. You know, we having fun. Having some fun. Okay, now that our butter is melted, we're gonna go in with our flour. And you can do this a little bit at a time, okay? A little bit at a time, so that way you ain't got to worry about it. You know, you ain't got to try to rush. A little bit at a time. Make sure you get all the flour incorporated into that butter, right? Okay. All that incorporated into that butter. Once you get that incorporated, you add a little more. I want to say it's only a 1/4 cup, so it ain't gonna take long to get this part done. Okay. I'll get that incorporated in there. And it may get chunky on you. Just keep on stirring. It's gonna be fine. Don't get nervous or nothing. Everything gonna be okay. I promise. But this is what's gonna make our soup thick. It's gonna give us what we need. Okay. All right. We'll put a little couple. Yep. So that way it don't burn our flour. And then from this point on, guys, we starting to add stuff. We got our roux in here. Got him all mixed up. Check him out. Got our roux in there. Got them all mixed up. So we're gonna go in now with our. I'm going with our milk and then our chicken broth. Using regular chicken broth today. Didn't get the low sodium, right? So we got our chicken broth mixed in there, and we got our milk mixed in. We're gonna give it a little whisk. Whisk them up till this thickens up, okay? That's what we're gonna do. Whisk them up till it thickens up. Here is where you can add your seasonings. Here's where you can add your spices, whatever you want to add. I'm gonna keep it simple. We're gonna do salt and pepper, the pepper, yep. And that's gonna be that. We're not gonna go too crazy with it, right? Because we want to keep it simple. We'll add just a little bit there. Boom. That's it. Maybe a teaspoon. Teaspoon. Get us what we need. Take your time. Let it mix up. Whisk up. Boom, boom. Get our chicken broth in there. And then at this point, guys, we're gonna let that come to a kind of like a simmer, right? And then we're gonna add in our vegetables and stuff. We're gonna be ready to rock and roll. I'm telling you, ready to rock and roll. So we're gonna let this thicken up, and then we're gonna add all our stuff in. So we got our base. This is our soup base. We got it going. Got some smoke coming off of it. So now we can go ahead and add those. That pepper. I still want to say peppers and onions, but the vegetables. Want to add that in, right? Add all that in there. Boom. Get all that in there. That's gonna give it flavor. You hear me? Flavor. Flavor like no other. Yeah. And also, if you remember those that the stalks that was left, I'm gonna put that in now too. Because it's gonna have time to go ahead and cook down. Yeah. Yeah. See our soup coming together? Coming together. All right. So now, what we gonna do, guys? It's time to add some cheese. We need to add some cheese, man. So, sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, your cheddar, my cheddar, whatever cheddar. Cheddar cheese is what you're gonna need. All right. So I'm gonna start with this 3 cheese blend because it's kind of big. Put it in there. I'm gonna whisk him up. Get the party started, right? Go ahead, throw the whole bag in there. Throw the whole thing. Throw the whole thing in there. And like I said, it's gonna start that cheese, the broccoli and cheese soup. Oh man. I can tell y'all right now, y'all gonna be in for a treat. I'm telling you. Yeah. Now, because I made such a small batch, that 1 bag of cheese might be enough. We're gonna find out. We're gonna definitely find out. Might be enough. There is a Panera Bread copycat recipe out there that I would probably like to try next, but because it's mine, shoot, I'm good with this right here. It's my own recipe right here. So I used to, there's a little known secret. I used to use nacho cheese. Yeah. Chef used to use nacho cheese in that thing. I used to use nacho cheese and then dumb it down with some heavy cream, add some other seasonings, throw some broccoli over in there, broccoli and cheese soup. You can always cut it down. If it's too thick, you can always cut it with more milk. I would say milk. Don't use heavy cream because you're gonna thicken it up. But I would always either use milk or I would use chicken broth. And I always dumb it down. I always thin it out, rather, I should say. So at this moment, I want to give us a little taste, right? Let's see what it's gonna taste like. Because all we need to add now is that broccoli. See, all we need to add now is that broccoli. Ooh, look at that. Y'all, check it out. I want y'all to see. Consistency. Look at that. Yes, that's what you're looking for. Flavor. Yes, what are you looking for? Oh yeah, man. Now it's up to you. You can add more seasoning if you want, or not. You can keep it pretty basic. It's up to you. I think I'm gonna keep mine like this. Just because I wanted to add some more to it, but I don't think so. We're gonna add a half a bag of this cheese, or this cheddar. This is a mild cheddar, right? We're gonna add a half a bag of that. And we're done adding cheese. We're done adding cheese. That's it. No more cheese needs to go in this. We're done adding cheese because that's gonna thicken it up again. And then we're gonna add our broccoli, guys. Once we add our broccoli, that's pretty much it. We just wait on the broccoli to get tender enough to eat, to bite into, because we didn't blanch it first, right? You can blanch your broccoli if you want to. I normally don't take that chance. I don't want no mushy soup because it'll turn to a mutant color quick on you. So you don't want that. Make sure you check your heat all the time. So we got our broccoli. We're going in with our broccoli right now. Can you use frozen broccoli? I guess. I've never used frozen broccoli. You can if you want, but I never have. Reason being because frozen broccoli has it's frozen, so it's gonna add more water to your soup. Okay, so your soup will be a little thinner. Now, if you like that, that's cool. If you don't, that's cool too. But here, this is what we got, guys. This is our broccoli and cheddar cheese soup. Now you say, now it ain't that cheddary. Yes, it is. Trust me when I say it is gonna be cheesy. It's gonna be cheddary. You ain't gotta worry about a thing because this soup, that's gonna hit. Now we're gonna let that thing simmer for a little bit. Let that broccoli get like we want it, and then we're gonna have us some. We'll be back. All right, we back. Chicken and broccoli soup. This dope cooking show. Y'all seen how I put that together? I'm gonna let y'all see it one more time. Yeah. So look, I have some chicken laying around, right? Some butter chicken that I did. I had to go ahead and put that on the top because I wanted to eat some of this chicken. I ain't just had none since I had made it. Good. See, when you go low and slow, you don't burn the soup. And you get an amazing broccoli and cheddar cheese soup. And then you can be quick on your feet like me and throw you some chicken over in there. And then you got chicken broccoli cheddar cheese soup. Let me tell y'all, this so good. I know I'm going to sleep. I know I'm finna take a nap. It's just that good. Look, this concludes our soup series. This dope cooking show, we've done 3 soups over the last 3 weeks that you can go back and reference for your, however you need to make them, however you need to do. Chicken noodle soup if you don't feel good. Chicken corn chowder if you just want something hot and or you can do this one, broccoli cheddar cheese soup, and you can throw chicken on this one too. Or I should have threw some bacon on there. You can throw some bacon on there as a garnish as well. Okay, use your imagination. Do whatever you want to do. But this is good, and I'm finna eat this bowl of soup, and I'm finna take a nap because I ain't gotta go to work. And yeah, I'm finna eat. Catch y'all next week. Love y'all. Peace. This is Dope Cooking Show. We out.